What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw. Fucking fix this camera angle. We got Bruno coming in on the other side over here. I'm clicking around. Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about being yourself. Now, I think it's super important to be yourself, whether you're a good person, whether you're a fucking dickhead. It doesn't matter. Because you're only going to get away with so long for pulling the wool over people's eyes or trying to be something you're not before the truth comes out. Now, I used to not be myself. What I call it, I like to say it's wearing a mask. You wear a mask. Everybody has multiple masks on. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people. And what happens is you meet them and they have this mask. You meet this version of them. And then over time, if you're, deep into a relationship with this person or a friendship or whatever, a mask comes off and they see another mask. And over time, another mask comes off and they see another mask. And different people have different layers of masks on. Sometimes you don't even get down to the actual face itself. And if you do get down to the face, sometimes you realize, fuck, this is not the person that I wanted to be with, or this is not the person who I thought it was at all. So, it's not, I wouldn't say it's really lies. I guess a lot of people protect themselves, but under all those masks, you're really a fucking dickhead, and the mask you had in the front was a nice, caring, outgoing person that someone falls in love with, or someone thinks is their best friend or whatever. And when we really get down to brass tacks, they're a piece of shit. Now, I think the world is full of these masks, and it makes it very difficult to tell who is who to trust, how people really are, unless you have a good instinct. I have a good instinct, but people slip by all the time. They may still be wearing a mask, and I see them for mostly what they are, but not exactly what they are. Other times I see people for exactly what they are right away. But I had to go through this myself, and when me and my ex-girlfriend broke up, which is the girl I dated before Kari, I would say that I had masks, but I never fully took them off. There was always something I hid or held back because I didn't want her or anyone else to know the real me, because I felt like I wouldn't be accepted, like I wasn't good enough, because that's what had been pounded into me over the years. And when her and I broke up, I was on my own for a little bit. I was kind of trying to get my stability, and I kind of lost my identity a little bit. And I said, you know what? The next time, and from this moment on, I'm going to not wear a mask at all. I'm going to just be me. And whoever likes me will like me, and whoever doesn't won't. And that's okay. Like, I don't have to be mad at them. They don't have to be mad at me. They just like, I don't really like him that much. He's not my type of person. Fine. And that's what I started doing. I started just being me. And, when I met Kari, I said, I'm going to be full foreclosure? Exposure? Whatever it is. Full foreclosure? I don't know the word. Anyways, I'm going to put everything out on the table and see, this is part of me, who I am. I'm fucking retarded sometimes. I don't know the words I'm looking for. But I'll put everything on the table. If this girl likes me, that's great. If not, I understand, because, you know what, I have baggage, I have things. But at least she'll know who I am right from the jump. And she won't have to wonder. She won't have to get to know me. It wouldn't be a big fucking to-do process over the course of years before she finally figures out I do or don't like him, this is the real him. And because of that, that is a huge reason why our relationship is the way it is. We have a great relationship, a very open, honest, back and forth communication relationship, because I'm not going to wear a mask, and luckily enough, she doesn't wear a mask. I had no idea when I met her. I expected to go through a lot of stuff to try to win her over and to gain her trust, and to find out the real her. But it was just kind of full disclosure. That's what I want to see. That happens. It pops back in later. But I learned real quickly from her friends and family and the people around her and how she treated people that it was the real her. There was nothing that was contradicting itself, and there were no masks. So it was important that she was herself, I was myself, and that it just goes that way. And I think that people in general respond to that, and the things that have just gone on recently in the YouTube drama thing, that I think people have really realized that, like, look, this is what it is, and he's just who he is, and it's not bullshit, and this is how it is. And in general, you see, okay, you can put it like this. So Arnold Schwarzenegger and Matthew Perry from Friends, okay, two actors. Now, which one do people relate to most and look up to and would rather see and is more notable? It's Arnold. No offense, Matthew. Excuse me, gas again. No offense to Matthew Perry. But Matthew Perry's like a character actor, and you don't really know too much about him as a person or who he is. But Arnold is Arnold. Like, a lot of his shit is just out there. He is who he is. He doesn't hide who he is. He does what he wants to do. He gets caught cheating on his wife. He comes right out and accepts the responsibility and says it. Like, He's just Arnold. He's himself, period. So that's why people flock to him. That's why people are interested in him. That's why he is so popular. That's why he is successful, because he can walk up to somebody. He can walk up to the President of the United States and be like, hey, I don't like your hair, but maybe someday you look like me. You know, like, and Obama would laugh at him. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be offended. Like, he just has that thing about him. Like, you just know he's a good guy, period. Now, another guy, and this is, you know, a big part of, you know, being yourself no matter how much fame you have. The Rock. People say, what the Rock? What are you talking about, Jerry? The Rock has always been that guy who was the outgoing guy, who's just himself. He wasn't really trying to be anything he wasn't. And people responded to that to the very beginning when he was in wrestling. And then when he became an actor, and now he's directing and producing and all that stuff. And no matter what he does, I mean, he's got a shitload of stuff going on. A shitload, okay? I sent him a tweet one time. How many fucking people tweet him? Shitloads of people fucking tweet him, right? And you know it's him because he doesn't send back a lot of tweets all the time. He sends back very few tweets. At the end of the day, supposedly, he sits down, he goes through them. And he sends you one back, he says, thanks, man. And if you're prepping for a competition, man, kick ass. So this guy has all this stuff going on, okay? And he sends a tweet back to me, which means he actually looked at my Twitter to find out who I was, and I was a bodybuilder, because it wasn't a bodybuilding picture on my Twitter, and then sent the tweet back. He thinks it's important to keep in touch with his fans, to keep in touch with his fan base. That's what he feels. So rather than just blow it off and say, I'm a big-time star and I don't have to worry about it, true to his roots that he knew that his fans made him, he still does that. Okay, that's why people... Let's shut this message off. That's why people, when they see these big stars, they become big stars, they really look up to them and stuff, they realize it's not an act. They realize it's just who they are. It's realize they're just being themselves. And, you know, I'm not saying Arnold and The Rock don't wear masks. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is they probably wear less masks than most people, and that's what you're seeing in them, and that's what you're saying is that star power. It's just them being themselves as a human being in general. So whether you're a dick or whether you're a good person, be yourself. And if you're a dick and you want to be a good person, work on it. And if you're a good person and you want to be a dick, well, that sucks. But okay, work on it. But bottom line is, you know, sooner or later you're going to, you know, fold if you live lies and you live with masks on and you don't let people in and you don't be yourself. You'll fold and people will read that. And life is just not as good when that's happening. Bios3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is a blog, and here's the Be Yourself bicep, and we're out.
ExtremeLiving.biz would like to announce that we are bringing Jerry Ward of Bios3 Training and Jason English of Big J's Extreme Fitness to our booth at the 2014 Blue Ridge Fitness Festival, where Mark the Machine Lowbliner will hold the ANBF Natural Bodybuilding Show. More information can be found at ExtremeLiving.biz. See you there.